exclusive coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Saints and the Lions, next on Madden Football.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 50 yards. And the Saints will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Now the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
He finds his man, complete. That's Fields. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Finding Williams once more, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Holding. Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball and put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Yeah, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. One semi-factor, if you want to call it that was brought up in the papers this morning here, Charles. You got a dome team on the road in a cold weather environment, first round of the playoffs in January. Do you think that's a big deal?
Ordinarily, I say no, but in this situation, because you're used to that perfectly controlled environment, some coaches will want their teams exposed to it. If you're coming from a warm weather place and, even getting outside of your dome doesn't really help you, a lot of times they'll go on the road a little bit earlier. Go to a cold weather place, go to a place where there's a little bit of weather and practice there that week before the game to try and simulate the conditions they expect come game day.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He finds Wilson, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On 2nd down, it's Walker. He's got room at the 30. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 5-point game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. 27 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
But that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints again ready to go on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. They got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Back to throw. On the move to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this 1st half will come to an end. All right, well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Jameson Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Swift again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. They'll try to run with Swift. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 63 yards. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a hope. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Swift going to try up the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Lions have recovered.
And And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. I guess he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 7. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 132 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Big run here in the fourth as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort. Really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long.